Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from Columbus, Ohio, It's Motown Downtown!
Motown Downtown, come on down to Motown Downtown.
Today's guest, Tisha.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
My name is Tyson Bruno, and here's your host, Mo Chocolate.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Motown Downtown Season 3, where we are here to make sure that you have a wonderful time and the greatest time. Yes. So, before I begin, I just want to let everybody out there know real quick, please stay till the very end of the show for a very special announcement. Wink, wink. So, with that out the way, let's welcome today's guest, shall we? Drum roll, please. Ladies and gents, my guest today is one of the greats. A man who's proven to the world that no matter how many times you fall, with hard work and dedication, you will always become successful. Just don't say the word vexin around him. So, put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Tisha!
Yo, hello everyone! Hello, it's good to see you all.
What is
How
up,
y'all
Tisha?
doing? Not much. I'm excited to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me, Mo.
Anytime,
Thank you.
anytime, Mr. T, as I like to call you every once in a while. First of all, man, real quick, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come here to Motown Downtown. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you so much.
No problemo. So, for anyone watching right now that has no idea who you are, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is T Shaw, or if you'd like, you can call me T for short. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, though Devil May Cry is like my bread and butter. I love puns. I love Kingdom Hearts. I love a whole bunch of different types of games, and that's just a little bit about me. So
Nice. Quick and to the point. I love that. So my first question is, how did you get into video games? Were you Team Nintendo, Team Sega, Team PlayStation, what?
Oh, honestly, I was kind of all of them, really, because I remember just when the first game that I played, I want to say I was about maybe 3 or 4 years old at that point. I don't remember what exactly, but I want to say that the first video game that I ever played was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle that's on GameCube.
Nice.
And just but growing up though, I played a lot on my GameCube. I played a lot on my PS2. Just my Game Boys and the DS's, stuff like that. So
Okay. Now, do you necessarily have a favorite console and a favorite game of all time?
Ooh, favorite console. That's tough, honestly. Probably favorite console, I would probably have to say either the Switch or the GameCube itself, because I have a lot of nostalgia with the
Nice.
GameCube. But just lots of great games on the Switch as well. A lot of my favorite games are on the Switch, so. And as for favorite game of all time, that would be Devil May Cry 4. That would be my favorite.
I actually recently played the game, and yes, it is mighty good, and I'm right now playing through DMC5, but DMC4, I kind of like a little bit more, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, 4 and 5 are really excellent games, no, but 4 just edges out for me, so, pun intended, 4, I don't know.
Now, do you have a least favorite game, a game that you despise more than anything else?
Ooh, game that I despise more. Honestly, I'd probably say Devil May Cry 2. Because I can't really think of any other ones off the top of my head that I just downright don't like.
Yeah.
I guess. So, yeah, but Devil May Cry 2 is definitely the lowest on the list for me. So.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit because everyone and their mom hated it so much. I'm just like, I mean, because I did not grow up with a PS2 or anything, you know? So I was just like, let me play this game and see why. And I'm like, it's kind of mid, not gonna lie. So yeah, my next question is, so tell me, T-Shaw, how you got into content creation. Like, when you decided to stream on Twitch or post content on the internet, what inspired you and what motivated you? What was a big deciding factor that you were like, you know what, I want to do this? Tell us the origin story.
So, funnily enough, it originated back when I was around like 10, 11 years old, I want to say.
Yeah.
I remember this very vividly, that I was hanging out with my older sister. We were just in the living room, and I think Slender the 8 Pages was relatively new at the time. And yeah, and my sister had it on her laptop, and I was curious, like, oh, what's this about? And then 5 seconds later, you get jump scared. I jump out of the couch and just, yeah. And then that inspired me, or that led me to looking up on YouTube, like, what people have beaten Slender the 8 Pages before, and so. Yeah, that introduced me to like a whole like web of content creators that I grew up with, and yeah, so that that lit a fire a little bit for content creation.
Mm-hmm.
But so I've never really told anyone this outside of like my IRL friends, but when I was around
Motown Downtown exclusive. Here we go.
Yes,
Carry
Motown.
on.
Yes, you were here to hear it first. I don't know. But yes. So that fire, it ignited a little bit when I was like 12, 13 years old. And just because I was inspired by these YouTubers to do like the content creation. And so what I did, it wasn't very good. I can tell you that much right now. It was not good. So what I did, it was that I'm not sorry. I'm sure you've heard of an application called QuickTime Player.
I have, yeah.
So that's actually what I did to or use to record like gameplay and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. So I uploaded on YouTube, but before you start looking for it, it's long gone. I deleted those years ago. But so what I did was that so I didn't know at the time that like QuickTime Player wouldn't record the screen, because I would just play like GBA games on the totally real hardware, and yeah, but the thing is that QuickTime Player didn't capture any of that footage. It only captured my face. Like, it still had the sound from it from my parents' like MacBook or like Mac computer.
Yeah.
But it only showed my face. Is the thing. Like, it 13-year-old me, awkward as hell, like just my camera, you could barely hear like the game audio in the background. And just like I don't know. Yeah, but after a while, I just stopped, because who would want to watch a YouTube video that's only strictly of someone's face and not the gameplay, you know?
We will, T-Shaw, because it's you. In fact, our good friend Peach has bring it back for 1,000 followers.
Oh heck no, Peach. Like even if I had them still, like no,
hell to the nah.
Hell to the no. I am way too. I was way too embarrassed about those things. Like they were bad.
That's funny. Well, maybe if someone ever wants to blackmail you, they can use the clips, pretty much.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, so my next question is, so what's the story behind your online username, T-Shaw? Like, why'd you go with that one, per se? And what does it stand for, basically?
So, pretty much what it stands for, it's just my real name.
Okay.
Yeah. T being the first part of my first name, and then Shaw being my last name. And then the numbers are just auxiliary numbers. It just, to add it to the user, I guess. But how I came up with it was actually in middle school. I remember it was in 9th grade that this friend group that I was in, there was a guy. I won't say his name for privacy purposes, but just he would actually call me that. He'd say, "Yo, what's up, T Shaw?" Like stuff like that, and just like that. That kind of just struck it with me, and just like, yeah, I just
like
figured like, yeah, it's simple. It's like, I don't know, simple and clean, as it were.
We saw that coming a mile away. So yeah, my next question is, so Mr. T, I want to ask you, how come you're not blessing us on your Twitch with your gorgeous face on camera all the time, huh? Like, we want to see you on camera more often, so how come that's not a thing, huh?
Well, there's two reasons mainly. One is that I'm just kind of self-conscious, I guess, is just how I look. But that's starting to go away ever since like my 12-hour subathon that I did last month. I've gotten more confident on just like showing my face on or during my streams, and so yeah, I do have a redeem in my channel that you can turn on like my face cam for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But also just the Joey Wheeler faces, honestly. I just that's another reason why I don't really show my face, is because I don't know, I just love those Joey Wheeler.
Gotcha.
Chin faces.
Well, I'm telling you right now, T, Joey Wheeler ain't got nothing on that handsome mug of yours. Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying, and everyone in the chat agrees with me too. So my next question is, so how did you get into Twitch streaming? Like, how did you discover Twitch and you were like, I want to start streaming on Twitch now. Like, what equipment did you use and all that stuff?
Yeah, so I guess after like the old YouTube days, I guess my sister and my brother-in-law, they were kind of streaming consistently on Twitch on their own channels and stuff. They don't anymore because they're too busy, but I would always just have like this inspiration in the back of my mind where like, yeah, I would love to do this at some point, and it just, yeah, I kind of just shelved that for a little while, and it wasn't until I met Born of Kokiri, or Kokiri, about
Fart Knocker.
Almost, yeah, or Fart Knocker, yes. I think about 3.5 years ago at this point.
Shout out for Kokiri, please. Thank you very much. Carry on.
Yeah, shout out for Kokiri. But yeah, I guess just watching him and just all of his content just kind of brought back that that feeling, like, yeah, I would love to stream at some point. And so I've been streaming about a year and a half at this point.
Wow.
And before I started, I was asking my brother-in-law, like, hey, I don't have all the necessary equipment to stream like directly off of my computer at this point. Can I stream off of my PS4? And that was the first thing that like I ever streamed on Twitch with. So yeah, my good old PS4 was the first thing that I streamed on, and I think I think it was about a good 3-ish months before I finally got all the equipment I needed to stream off of my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then just thanks to just like Ostafia and Sora helped me set up like OBS and like my alerts and stuff like that is where it kind of kicked off more from there. So
Nice. Well, shout out to Sora, shout out to Osavia. Love y'all to death. All the
Yes, love
homies,
you
yes. Yeah, so that's actually, I'm glad you brought up Kokiri, because my next question actually is, how did you meet? Because we have this large group of friends now. How did you like meet them all? Like, you first met Kokiri and then you just met everybody else, basically?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I don't remember exactly what Kokiri was streaming at that time, because yeah, I was 3.5 years ago. But yeah, I just remember like I see his channel. I see like it's Zelda themed, and I love Zelda.
Nice.
Like and yeah, so I click on it, and just right away it just felt like really welcoming, and Kokiri is a great guy, and just yeah, I got to know everyone, like Goofy and Sora, and like everyone else, and just like yeah, just the friend circle grew bigger and bigger, I guess.
Yeah, but you can't forget Amber.
Yes,
The
and Amber
bestest friend,
too.
yes.
Yes. No, it was actually I want to say it was about maybe a year and a half or 2 years that that when I first met Kokiri is when I met Amber, and then yeah, my friendship with them just like yeah, we talked, and we talked for a while, and then just our friendship grew, and yeah, I appreciate them. I love and appreciate them.
We appreciate the homies here. Love y'all. We love all the homies to death. Seriously,
Yes.
seriously do. So, next question is, what is the one game that gave you the best streaming experience, and the one game that gave you the worst streaming experience?
Ooh. The best streaming experience. I'd probably say the best streaming experience is the Dreamlock and like the Kingdom Hearts 3 permadeath runs that that I've done with Mr. Prince and Backstory Ben.
Mhm.
And I'd honestly say like doing those streams with them, and just like all the goofy times that we have, and just and all of Prince's reactions like make me laugh no matter what. It's just, I'd say probably that's the best like streaming experience. As far as worst, honestly, I can't really say that I have that much of like a negative like experience with it. Well, aside from Devil May Cry 2, streaming that, but but yeah, I can't really say that I've had much of a negative experience while streaming, or like streaming.
Are
a
you
negative thing or
sure?
anything.
Are you sure, T-Shaw? Because there's one name that comes to mind when I think of the worst experience ever on Twitch. And you know exactly what I'm going to say, chat. Say it with me, chat. A Vexen.
That, yes. Yes, that, okay. I'll be honest, like it was just mainly a joke because like since I struggled so much on his boss fight in Rechain of Memories, it's just like that's just kind of what inspired the joke to begin with, like that I had to talk nice about him for 2 minutes because I hated his boss fight so much. And just like I know it on paper it doesn't seem like that I didn't spend that much time on his boss fight. I want to say it was maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours on that boss fight, but just the level of like just you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know that yeah, and then just going down on the line, yeah, it just kept going on as a joke, but then it just slowly started to fade into like annoyance, I guess. So
Okay, I get that. So
yeah.
now what I want to know is like, how is your Twitch stream set up now compared to when you first came, when you first started? Like, how much has it improved?
Oh, I'd say that it's leagues better than when it were of what it first was because when I was streaming off my PS4, I'm still use the same headset that I'm using now, but like my mic quality was really poor because like the PS4 was just like
Yeah.
compressing it too much. Um, but yeah, with the help with like again, Ostafia and Sora helped me with OBS and alerts and stuff, and then Princess Kyora or Kai rather, she made my overlay for me, and
Aw, that's so cool.
yeah, and just yeah, with all like the new things that I have, like a stream deck, thanks to Amber, and then just like my capture card and just my whole setup and everything is thanks to them. So
The community helped get you to where you are now. That is so
yes.
wholesome. That's so wholesome. That's amazing. That's when you know you have the best friends in the world. And that's actually a perfect segue to my next question is, what do you think about your community that you like help grow from the ground up? And do you have any shout outs you would like to give out?
Oh man, there's honestly too many to shout out because I love my community. Like every time that I stream, I always know it's gonna be a great time
Yeah.
because my community, my friends
My power.
are yeah, my power, yes. um, but yeah, I'm truly grateful for every single one of them. So I guess just some shout outs I like to give is to Kokiri or the Fart Knocker. Cause he was the one that introduced me to like a lot of you amazing people, and just like without him and like me finding his streams, like I don't feel like I would have like the sense of community and friendship,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So, and yeah, so shout out to Kokiri. I'd also like to shout out all of my mods that are in my community as well. They are absolutely like they're a second family to me. I love all
Nice.
of them dearly. Like they bring so much like positivity and like fun, and just like they're all around amazing people. Like they're my mods for a reason, and just I love them to death. I love them to death.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So, Tisha, besides streaming, like, what do you like to do outside of streaming? What are some of your hobbies that you do outside of a streaming?
Yeah, so outside of streaming, I'm either working or I'm doing schoolwork. That's pretty much my life. But other than that though, I like to play games. I mean, of course, we're all gamers here, so. But I also do perler art as well, and I actually picked that up during 2020 because I've always loved like pixel art and stuff like that, and so doing perler art is one of my passions, and I love doing it. So.
What exactly is that? You said perler art. What is that?
Yeah, so perler art is just pretty much so it's like multicolored like cylindrical beads, and you can put them in whatever pattern you want, and so excuse me. Yeah, so like take for example the old like Pokemon sprites.
Yeah.
Like if you have like the correct colors and stuff like that, let's just say Pikachu for example. What I normally do is just I start out with the outline of it, and then just like fill out like the colors, like different shadings,
Wow.
stuff like that. And once it's all finished, I put some painter's tape over the top of it, just so it can all like be like stuck together in that pattern. And yeah, I punch holes, I punch like some holes where like the perlers line up, because that part is pretty critical when it comes to the ironing portion of making the perler, because yeah, once it's all like all ready to go, yeah, you take an iron and you get some parchment paper, and then you just iron over the top of it and put it under some heavy weight. And then about like a half hour or so later, take that weight off, and then it's done. So,
wow, that's quite the. Now, do you have these pictures in your Discord so we can all see them?
I do, yes. Yeah, and I posted them around in on Twitter. I posted it around in like other people's servers, and just yeah. I think the longest one I ever done was I think it was around this time last year, I want to say. So there's a character in the game series called Draco Centauros.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in a series called Puyo Puyo. If you ever heard of that before.
The movie?
I don't think it's a movie. I don't think anyway. But yeah, but pretty much Puyo Puyo is just like a puzzle game.
Nice.
And just in the game, like if you're losing the round, like it has like oh my gosh, it has gosh, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. I guess like the portrait of the character that you're going against. Like, okay, if it's neutral, like if you're both like tied, they have like a neutral face. If they're losing, they have like a panic and like scared face. But if they're winning, they have like a confident, like cocky type face. And so, I actually took the cocky face of Draco Centauros, because honestly, it's like a really like a really cute animation. But yeah, so what I did is this: I took a picture of, or a screenshot of that face, and then yeah, and then I just converted it into like a perler form. I bought all of the colors off of Etsy and stuff like that, and that one by far was the longest perler, or the longest amount of time that I've spent on a perler. I spent about 7.5 hours working on it, because it's such a big like a big thing. Like I want to say it was maybe 18 to 20 inches wide, and like 8 inches tall.
Okay.
Like all with different colors, and like just so much detail, and just yeah, it took me all day. So
Well, T, I would love to see this. So after the show, send me this picture because that sounds amazing. It does.
Y-
So
yeah, absolutely.
my next question is actually a topic that we're both very familiar with. Now let's talk about Super Smash Brothers, shall we?
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers, yeah. So, because my question is, Mr. T, who is your main in Smash Bros. And why?
Sora.
Nice.
I don't know. Just when Sora got announced, I remember that morning pretty distinctly. Like, oh, it's the last Smash fighter, and my dreams of Dante from Devil May Cry making into it were absolutely shattered by that point. But
I mean,
it's
he
all
is technically isn't he like a outfit or something?
yeah, he's a
There's
me
that.
outfit, but I was wanting him to be a full-blown fighter, so but yeah, with the reveal trailer of Sora, I just remember like I'm excited. Oh, I wonder who it's gonna be, and I didn't have like much expectations of like who was gonna be, but like in the back of my mind, I knew it was gonna be someone like big, because if
Mhm.
there's like a whole dedicated like direct for the last character, then yeah, it's gonna be a big character, and so yeah, when Mario picked up the fireball and then threw it, I could kind of see the outline of the Keyblade like as it's like going into the background. And then once it comes closer into the screen and then it's revealed as the Keyblade, I lost my fucking mind. I'm like, oh my god, it's Sora! It's Sora! Oh my god! And just like it was 8 in the morning and I'm screaming my head off like, I can't believe Sora's in! And just like I knew like he was gonna be a great character just like from watching that trailer alone and just all of that. And then once he finally was released, I picked him up immediately and just he's a pretty easy character to like
Yeah.
learn and just like he's dangerous. So
Yeah,
if
he
you-
is.
if you
Yeah.
know- if you know how to play him well, like Treehouse does,
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
yeah, like he is dangerous. So, but just yeah, so that's honestly why in like Sora is my main is mainly because like I grew up with Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
and just like yeah.
It is probably the greatest gaming moment of my life seeing Sora announced for Smash Bros. Seriously. I mean, you see my reaction, right?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
did
the
see
whole
it.
world has, yeah.
I mean, you are the hype man for a reason. So like you have like the best reactions. So
Thanks, buddy. But yeah, Sora is one of my mains also. But my next question is, besides Sora, who are some of your favorite and least favorite Smash Bros. Reveal trailers?
in terms of like okay, so at the time one of my least favorites though was Pyra and Mithra because just like at the time
Yeah,
because I didn't know anything about Xenoblade.
me neither.
Like, it's just so I'm like, who are these girls? Like I have no idea who they are, and just like learning more about like Xenoblade and then actually playing as Pyra and Mithra, they're great. So I will say the weakest one I will say is Min Min. I'll be
Min Min?
personally yeah, Min Min.
Min Min for the win-win.
It's just like I don't know. Me personally, I feel like that arms is and was fun. Like
Yeah.
I played it a lot when the Switch first came out, and so yeah. But do I feel like that Smash needed a dedicated fighter from Arms, because at that point, just like there was nothing like brought out for Arms, like no new characters, no new like events or modes or
DLC.
anything like that. Yeah, DLC, and it was just like pretty much dead in the water. So, and it just, I feel like that's the weakest, I'd say, out of all the DLC. But but in like the base game, when new fighters are being announced, I'd say my least favorite is Incineroar. To be completely honest, I hate going against Incineroar.
He's pretty annoying,
so
I
much.
will admit, yeah.
So much, and just kind of an off tangent. I didn't really like Gen 7 of Pokemon all that much, but just that's a whole
Understandable.
story,
So who was your, like, besides Sora, who was your favorite? Second one for me is Sephiroth, hands down. That trailer is just, I love it.
Oh yeah, no, that was a cool trailer. And no, the funny thing was that like I didn't even know it was Sephiroth. Like I thought when Sephiroth cut Galeem in half, like I thought it was Virgil. Devil May Cry, because like he has this move called a Judgment Cut, where like he slices his opponents like to little pieces, and I thought, oh my god, did they bring Virgil instead of Dante? And then I heard One Winged Angel, and I'm like, oh no, it's Sephiroth. So oh gosh, I'd probably say maybe Hero.
Okay.
I really like playing as Hero.
Hero's awesome. It's the closest we will ever get to having Goku in Smash Bros. Just saying.
Oh, right.
The closest we're ever gonna get, pretty much.
Yeah. I love spamming Kaboom. That's my favorite move in his entire. Just,
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree. So yeah, next question is, so before Sora was announced for Smash Bros, there was this big heated debate online of people saying Sora can get in, people saying Sora can't get in, just bickering back and forth for years. So why do you think it was so hard for some people to accept the fact that it's possible that Sora can get into Smash Bros?
I guess in the way that he can is just because there have been 4 like I feel like the main argument is just that like with Smash, only characters that have been on Nintendo hardware in the past can only make it into Smash. And I feel like people that were hoping for Sora to get into Smash is because like Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, and Recoded and 358 over 2 days on the DS, and then Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, and then with Melody of Memory being on the Switch. I feel like those were the main points that people who were thinking like, yeah, Sora can get in because his games have been on Nintendo hardware in the past. So yeah, but just with them being the can't is like because of Disney being stingy and all that stuff. So
That's always the biggest thing. Even though there's been a ton of Nintendo games on Disney consoles, on tons of Disney games on Nintendo consoles, but I digress. He's in. That's all that matters, right?
Right.
Yeah. They were very quiet. All the non-believers were very quiet that day. Just saying. So, T-Shaw, if you were in charge of Smash Bros, who would you like to see in Smash Bros in the future?
Dante. Easily.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
I gotta have my boy in there.
You didn't hesitate at all, Dante. No, immediately.
No, just Dante. It would just fit perfectly.
Yeah.
I would say, and just like I already would have like a good moveset for him in mind. Like if it were up to me, I would already know what to like base his
Mhm.
move set off of.
Yeah,
Like,
people would be like, "Oh, another sword character." I'm like, "Nah, bitch. He's a sword and gun character. Respect that."
oh,
Plain and
hell
simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not, and the argument that people bring up is just like, oh, it's an anime sword fighter. We don't want any more of those. Dante is not an anime sword fighter. He is a badass sword
Yes.
fighter and
Yes.
gunslinger. So, just I don't know. It's just I know he's been in other fighting games before. Like I think he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
I want to say like. And I haven't played that personally, but I've heard from people like he's a damn good character in that game, and just I feel like just translating that into Smash would be just like
Amazing. Yeah.
amazing.
For me personally, like not since Sword got in, the next character I would love to see in Smash is Kratos. Kratos, but I feel
Ooh,
like
yeah.
Nintendo and Sony don't really get along, so that might be a dream. So that's the last one for me. So I'm glad
Yeah.
we brought up Sora because my next question is about Kingdom motherfucking Hearts. So
Hell
let's talk about
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, shall we?
Yes.
T-Shaw, how did you discover Kingdom Hearts, and what was your first thought when you saw it for the very first time?
So the first time that I was exposed to Kingdom Hearts, I want to say I was around like 6 or 7 at the time. My sister, she had a Kingdom Hearts 2 on her PlayStation 2, and I just remember being like in her room while she was playing it, and it just like I remember seeing Donald and Goofy, and I want to say she was in Land of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was the first time that like I watched her, and just like I was really intrigued by it. Like why are Donald and Goofy like with some kid? Like what's this about? But I actually didn't end up playing my first Kingdom Hearts game up until about 2015, and I was 14 at the time, and I asked my sister. I was like, "Hey, what was that game that you play? Like the game that you played that had like Donald and Goofy in it?" And like I asked her, and she said, "Oh, that's Kingdom Hearts. I don't play it anymore, so you can have my copy." So
Nice.
yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 2 was the first Kingdom Hearts game that I ever played.
Oh my god, T-Shaw, so was
so-
mine! That was literally the first one. I skipped Kingdom Hearts 1, played Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time, and I'm just like, I love this. We have another thing in common. Yes, virtual high five. Boop.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Bam. Oh, but no. Also, no, I also remember her playing Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance as well. I never touched it because my sister was very particular with me not touching her games. So as was my brother. So up until we were older, and then they just didn't care. But just so yeah, it was yeah. My first exposure was Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Chain of Memories, and then just yeah.
Okay. Well, real quick, I want to say real fast, thank you to Super Mebzel and Red Best 17 for the follow. Thank you for the follow. And
Yes, follow this man.
thanks. Yes. What was the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 like for you, T-Shaw? Like everyone has a different experience with it. What was the 13-year wait for you? How grueling was it for you?
Well, I guess since I didn't really get into the series about it when I was until like 2015. I guess the wait wasn't like too agonizingly bad, but I remember when like the trailer for 3, when it was just in like that was showing like toy box off and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And then just like, yeah, after playing through 2, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, and then excuse me, and then just a bit of Kingdom Hearts 1, and all that, and just yeah, and just I was excited for 3. It looked really good,
Yeah.
and it's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game.
Mine too. Another thing we have in common. Another thing
Go.
we have in common. Nice. But so you mean to tell me, T-Shaw, you had to wait basically like 4 or 5 years for Kingdom Hearts 3, right?
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
lucky bastard. I had to wait 13 years, bro. From 2005 to 2019, I had to wait, so you're lucky. You really are. So, I want to know now, for you, when you popped in Kingdom Hearts 3 for the very first time, you see the title screen, what was that experience like for you playing Kingdom Hearts 3 for the very first time?
Ooh. Honestly, I'd say that 3's like Dearly Beloved is the best like Dearly Beloved in my opinion. Dream Drops is my second favorite. Yeah, Dream Drop and 2's are my second favorite like Dearly Beloveds, but just hearing like 3's beautiful opening to Dearly Beloved, it just like I loved it. And then just I love Sora's outfit in 3. So, and just like yeah, getting started with it. I just had really high expectations going in, and it did not disappoint.
Nice. I'm glad you said that, because that's actually my next question. So, unfortunately, the game split the community, basically. Now, you and I, we loved the game, we loved the Remind Plus, but a lot of people either didn't like it or they just straight up hated it. So, what do you think that, what is it about 3 that made a lot of people, that turned them off or rubbed them the wrong way? What do you think?
I would probably say that, I know a common complaint is just that people think that it's too floaty, which I can understand. It can be floaty in some places, but I think that just adds to the game's like charm and like terms of combat and stuff like that. And I feel like people were comparing the combat way too heavily with the Kingdom Hearts 2's. And since like that's 13 years is a bit like a long wait, like going from PS2 to PS4, that's a big like generational jump. And
Yes.
and so yeah, there's bound to be changes from like the quote unquote like clunky, like maybe not so refined nature of like the PS2 to the more refined, like more detail oriented like features of the PS4, if that makes sense. Like, and I feel like people were so used to like how Kingdom Hearts 2 played because it has really great combat.
It does, yeah.
I will say, like the drive forms, like the reaction commands, those are excellent. But just like I feel like people were disappointed with that fact, like, oh, there's no reaction commands anymore. There's no more drive forms. Where'd they go? I want to spam Final Form Firaga. Like, just, just I feel like that was one of the main points of why people didn't like 3 as much, I would say. But also, for people who also didn't play like any other games like after Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, like if they didn't play Sleep or anything like that, they were like confused, like, oh, who the hell is Terra? Who is Aqua? And like, what? Why was she stuck in the realm of darkness for 10 years? Like, who's Vanitas? Xehanort?
Who's Xehanort? Yeah, really.
Yeah, like,
I love that meme where someone says, "Oh, are you ready for Kingdom Hearts 3?" They're like, "Yes, I play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2," and they're like, So I feel like that does add to it, yes. But you and I can, because there are things about Kingdom Hearts 3 that I did not like. It's not a perfect game. But what I keep telling everybody is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is a good game that with Remind got better. That's the main point. It's a good game that got better. because oh my god, literally every single issue I had with 3 was fixed in the Remind DLC. So it's just like, yeah, would you say that the game and now is my favorite game because of Remind? But would you say that you're on the same boat?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so, honestly. Yeah, I will agree. There are some things about 3 that I don't like all that much. I personally wasn't a huge fan of like the attractions. Like they were fun, but just like having them like pop up constantly, and then just like you accidentally press the button, and then you got to go through like this whole animation, and then just like screw around until like you either cancel out of it or like the thing or the attraction ends. Then like yeah, I feel like that was honestly one of the big negatives that I had with 3. But other than that, though, I loved it, and with Remind, I loved it even more. So
a lot more, yes. So moving away from Kingdom Hearts 3, T-Shaw, when the hell is Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out?
Oh man, my hope is that it comes out either late next year, like I'd say holiday of next year, or sometime in like early middle 2025 is the hope for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like they'll announce more of it in 2024, but it'll come out 2025 more than likely.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And with like Missing Link coming out next year as well, I wonder if they're gonna do like the same thing that they did with Union Cross and with 3. Like they still pump out content with Missing Link as 4 is like coming out, or like 4 is already out and all that stuff. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So what worlds would you like to see in Kingdom Hearts 4?
Ooh. Treasure Planet has to be one of them. Treasure Planet or Atlantis has to be one of, or like.
Treasure Planet is a must. Seriously.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like it's such a phenomenal movie, along with like Atlantis. So good. They're both so good, and they're just so like overshadowed and stuff like that. If you have not watched those movies, you need to go watch those movies. They are excellent.
I agree. Proud big fan of both. Yes. My ultimate like nerdgasm dream would be a Disney afternoon world where you get DuckTales, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Goof Troop, and Tailspin, all in like a small mini world, and you see everyone's life before they started working for a Mickey. That would be or actually a Goofy movie world. That would
be cool.
Break the internet. That really would. We see Max, Kingdom Hearts 4. That'd be incredible.
That would be awesome. Oh. But okay, I will say in terms of like Pixar movies as well, I would love to see either WALL-E or The Incredibles.
Hell yeah, hell yes.
Yeah, those are like 2 of my favorite like Pixar movies. And just all around like my favorite movies anyways, and just like I feel like that or like WALL-E could be like a Link, you know, or like a summon or a Link or something like that. Maybe not like a whole dedicated world to WALL-E, but maybe like a Link where WALL-E just comes out and he's just like scrambling around, and he just keeps like smacking Heartless, and then he goes to one and then he just like crushes it into trash, and then it kills the Heartless. I feel like that would be a really cool like summon or
hell
Link,
yeah
like that.
All right, T-Shaw. So my next question for you is going to be kind of a challenging one for you. I want you, to the best of your abilities, I want you to describe the entire Kingdom Hearts plot from 1 to 3 and beyond. For anyone who has no idea what Kingdom Hearts is, go.
Everyone is Sora. Everyone is Xehanort. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? I'll take that, because that's actually a pretty accurate response. pretty spot on. So thank you. Anyone who's not, yeah, that's pretty accurate. So T-Shaw, do you have a favorite and least favorite Kingdom Hearts character?
Ooh. Well, I can tell you least favorite right off the bat. So
Yeah, we all know too.
yeah, Vexen. You already know it. So
Yep.
but favorite character. Ooh, that's tough because they're all amazing in their own right. Like I feel like I'm getting more of an appreciation for Shion.
Yes.
Like I love her to death. And I kind of like her a little bit more than Kairi. I hope Kai doesn't kill me for saying that, but I kind of like Shion a little bit more than Kairi. But honestly, for me, it's a tie between Sora and Shion.
Nice.
With Riku not too far behind. So.
I love Axel. That man deserves his own game, in my opinion.
Yes.
Where you switch between his Keyblade and his shock rims, that would be incredible for long range and short range attacks. Give us that game, Square Enix, to Nomura, please. And
Right?
so moving a little bit away from Kingdom Hearts, now I want to talk about KH20, the event that happened last year. Because I didn't go to KH20, but you did, right?
Yes.
So how was KH20 compared to Reconnect?
Ooh. I will say, like, Reconnect blew KH20 out of the water. Not to say that KH20 wasn't fun. It absolutely was. Like, meeting just a lot of cool friends in real life, like Kokiri and Guides, Lands, Kitties, a whole bunch of like different cool people, and just like people that I knew online, like getting together for like the first time, and just like it was a really cool experience, and just like all of the fun like events that Guides has planned, and like the Melody of Madness that Andy Brew did. That one's honestly like one of my favorites.
Nice.
But just I don't know. I guess like the venue of KH20, I guess was the only like downside of it, I'd say, with it just like being at an arcade. I love arcades, don't get me wrong, but just like I know that like with like budgets and stuff like that, I can understand like couldn't go all out. So, but KH20, yeah, just like meeting meeting the friends for the first time, and just like the events, the drinks. Those drinks were
the
damn
parties,
good.
the parties, the just dancing that we did too.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh my gosh. And I remember also from KH20. I want to say it was the second night. No, it was the second night. That Landy had brought a bat, and then the whole meme of the beat the duck, it was born there, because I think it was the last event of that night.
Yeah.
It was just that you were paired up into like a team of 6, and then you would select individuals in your team to fight one of the super bosses, like Sephiroth and Terra, or Lingering Will rather, and then Yozora. Excuse me. And I think there's one for Melody and Memory too, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, whoever won the most matches, like or got the furthest or won their round, would get a point, and they would have the opportunity to destroy a Donald Duck pinata, and then Beat the Duck was born. So
I love that. I love that because I saw that video. It actually went viral online a few times. This is what you get for not healing me, son of a bitch. All that stuff. Now, unfortunately, beating ducks did not come back to Reconnect, but honestly, it was my first time meeting you, and a lot of y'all watching right now. What would you say was the biggest highlight for you for Reconnect this year?
Ooh. Man, that is tough. Because there were just so many great moments. Yeah, just ooh. I'd probably say like the MDA awards were a lot of fun. I'd say that was
Nice.
one of the best highlights. And just with the whole meme with that the Spaghetti Bros did it's too quotable. It's too good.
It's so easy. It's like just think of a Lil Jon, yeah, and you think of them. Yeah. For me, honestly, I mean, I think for me is going to the Airbnb with y'all and just playing Just Dance. That's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a highlight too.
I loved it. So you are 100% going. If they make another event next year, you're 100% going, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Just with KH20 being such a blast and then Reconnect being like fantastic, I'm gonna buy like those tickets as soon as like it's announced. So
incredible. Well, I can't wait to hug you in person, buddy. Yes, but
wait.
moving away from Kingdom Hearts now I want to talk about Final Fantasy, because you, my friend, are a big Final Fantasy fan, huh?
I've actually started getting into the series as a whole. Like my first one that I ever completed was 10, and 10 is fantastic.
Nice.
And I'm currently playing through 8.
8, yeah.
And
how are you? That's the question. How are you enjoying 8? And what'd you think of like 7? Did you play 7 remake?
I haven't played.
You
7
haven't?
remake yet.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you did.
No, not yet.
Well, Amber,
No,
I will be sure to ask Amber to bonk you next time they see you.
They were gonna do that anyway. So, but no, my plan is that once I get a PS5, I am gonna get 7 remake and then Rebirth. Once I finish that, so.
Oh man, so you had to wait 5 years for Kingdom Hearts 3, and now you have to wait you wait nothing for 7 remake to Rebirth, huh? You're just going from one game to another, aren't you?
Yeah.
You lucky bastard! God, I had to wait 5 years for that. I'm jealous of LPT Shaw, but yeah. How are you enjoying FF8? Let us know.
Ooh, FF8 is such a good game. Like, arguably, I'd say it has just as good of a story as 10, but in some places, I think it's even better than 10, personally.
Okay.
The combat, like the junctioning system, I will admit, is weird.
What is that exactly? Because that's the one thing I hear the most. I haven't played the game. What is it that's so mixed about the junction system?
I guess just the fact that, like, it isn't really, like, explained to you in, like, full-blown, like, detail from what I understand. Like, I just started disc 3, and I'm just now now I'm like, as of my last stream and probably the stream prior, I'm now starting to understand the junction system a lot more than when I did when I was earlier, or playing it earlier. Like, you need to have a lot of a lot of magics like saved up on a particular stat, like magic or strength or HP or something like that. You need a lot of magic. So
Okay. So I mean, like, but would you prefer them to remake 8 or 10 in your opinion?
8 for sure.
All right.
Like, just the thing with 8 is that, okay, so actually with 10, I feel like it's perfect as is. I'd say that, like, it doesn't need a remake, personally. Okay. Like, the combat is really good. I feel like maybe the only thing that I'd say to touch up a little bit on is, like, the voice acting, but keep the ha 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 ha, like that iconic laugh, but just like a full blown like remake of 10. I feel like is pretty unnecessary because it is already a very excellent game.
Okay.
And with 8 kind of being overshadowed by 7, I feel like it would greatly benefit it because like again, the story is fantastic in 8. Like Squall's or Leon's, whichever you like to call him, excuse me, he has such like a great character development. Like he kind of and Peach can attest to this. Like he goes from like a brick wall to like this sympathetic guy, and just like it's a lot more prevalent in 3. I'd say okay. It starts in like the middle of disc 2, and then starts to pick up in 3. His character disc 3, his character development, but just like. Yeah, Squall is great. I love Squall.
Nice. Well, I'll have to check that out then, because that's what my friend Mary said the same thing, where she said, yeah, Squall is like an asshole and like maybe a brick wall at first, but of course character development happens and then you end up loving the guy, and I'll have to check it out then. So T-Shaw, I have like 3 questions left, but what is your game of the year of 2023?
Ooh. I'd probably say gosh, probably Tears, because I really haven't had a chance to play like a Spider-Man 2 or like Final Fantasy 16 because I don't have a PS5, unfortunately, but like when I do get a PS5, those are the games that I'm absolutely gonna pick up.
Nice.
But as far as of now, Tears of the Kingdom is my game of the year. So,
what do you like about it compared to Breath of the Wild?
ooh,
And try and keep it spoiler free for the audience.
yeah, absolutely. I'd say that the dungeons are better than the divine beasts in Breath of the Wild, I'd say personally. But just like exploring the skies, and then okay, I'm trying to think if this would be a spoiler or not.
If it's in a trailer, then it should be just fine.
I don't think it was shown off in the trailer. But
the building, like how you can like make craft things with your sword, and going through the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh yes, no, yeah. The arm abilities are amazing.
Yes.
I loved like just Ascend was a little bit finicky for me in some places where like it looks like a flat wall or like a flat ceiling, but like the marker doesn't go blue, and then it's like you have to move like a mile down like the cave, and then it's just like, oh, now you can go up. Why couldn't I go up before? And then it's just like a big body of water that was above that. That's like where you were. So like, oh, that makes sense.
But I do agree, T. Like, but Tears is an experience. It is officially my favorite Zelda game of all time. It was I love Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild felt like a tech demo compared to Tears. The Ganondorf, the final boss, top tier. Loved it.
Yeah. No, I will say I struggled against Ganondorf, probably because I didn't.
He was challenging, yeah.
He was very challenging, and just, I'll be honest, I didn't have the the right equiment going into it.
Me too! Oh my god, me too! The illustrious Amber came to my rescue. They're like, hey Mo, you know you can do this, right? I'm like, oh crap, you're right! And I was able to defeat Ganondorf, thanks. So shout out to Amber Dragmire, please, love you!
No, that was the same thing. They bonked me too. Like, why didn't you go in with that? Like, it's just like that would have greatly helped you against Ganondorf. I'm like, if I knew about it, then maybe I would have. So
For real, yeah. Okay, so this next question is actually, out of all the guests I've had on the show, this is the first time I'm doing something like this. So here's what we're gonna do. So T-Shaw, next month is the Game Awards. You know that, right?
yes,
One of the categories at the Game Awards is Content Creator of the Year. Do you see where I'm going with
Yes.
this?
yes.
So I want you to like humor me and pretend that you're nominated, okay? You're nominated, you win, you get on stage and you give us your acceptance speech, okay? So
Okay.
so I'm gonna read the nominees and announce you as the winner, okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to give us your speech, okay? Do you have anything to like hold as your award? Anything.
Yes, I do. In fact, yes,
All right, perfect. So
and I have it in my hand already. So
all right, so perfect. So the nominees for Content Creator of the Year is Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Jimmy Fallon, and T-Shaw. Can I get a drum roll, please? And the winner for Content Creator of the Year 2023 is T-Shaw!
Yo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everyone, for this. Like, it's truly been an honor and a privilege just like entertaining you guys and just like from the bottom of my heart and like with all the good times that we've had together, the funny time and like just the funny great times that we had together, the punishments that you guys had me do, and just all around the positive vibes that we bring together as a community. I would never have made it this far without you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I will treasure this always, and thank you so much.
Now that's a speech. That's a speech, man. You came prepared for that, huh? Yes. So next question is, T. What is the first thing you would do if you found out you got partnered on Twitch? The very first thing you would do.
So absolutely the first thing I would do is I'd probably send out like a big old novel just expressing my gratitude and thankfulness for everyone, kind of like in that speech, just for even helping me get to that level, like to partner. And just I would I would just write like a big old novel and just like I would want to figure out some way to pay it back to the community. Like I would think of like maybe like a giveaway or just like something that involves the community that I can give back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm gonna put the sketch back. And just yeah, that would be the first thing that I would do is just
Nice.
just express my gratitude to my community. So
Well, in my opinion, T, the chance of you getting partnered on Twitch is very, very high because you have like the best community on Twitch. Period. I see like how they support you and gas you up and get you the equipment you need, and I'm proud to be a part of that community. I really am. I really am. Yes.
yeah, I'd seriously, like I said, I couldn't be more grateful for everyone in my community, like with you, Mo, and then just like my mods, my VIPs, my viewers, just like everyone. I couldn't be more appreciative,
Yeah.
more thankful. Like you guys had gotten me to this point to where I am. Like if you had asked me like 10 years ago, like, hey, like, did you know that in 10 years from now you're gonna have a community of amazing people and just like you're about to have 250 followers and just like excuse me. I feel like back then I probably wouldn't have believed you, but now just again I could not be more grateful. Like seriously, I love you guys. Seriously,
We
so
really
much.
do, yeah. So my last question is, what are your future plans for streaming? Like, because since a lot of your community members are watching right now, what can they look forward to in the future from you?
Ooh. Honestly, I mean the puns are still gonna be there, of course. But I guess just like more advancements to the streams, have them be more like my sort of style, I guess. Just like better transitions, like just more things that the viewers can interact with, along with like brand new playthroughs of games like that they would want to see, you know, like if they wanted to see like Spider-Man, for example, I would be delighted to play Spider-Man for them. Like what I base my my stuff on is not only stuff that I would find intriguing, but also like what the people would want to see as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just having like that dynamic pairing together, just like what I would love to play and what the viewers would want to see. I feel like that is just something that I love doing, and that's something more to where my viewers can expect that. So along with, like I said, more improvements to the actual streams themselves. So.
Okay, good to know. Well, we are gonna wrap things up now with the fan favorite section of the show called Top 10 Questions on Motown Downtown.
Let's go.
Questions. You got the questions. Top 10 questions. I got the answers. Top 10 questions. Better get your answers ready.
Where I'm going to ask my guests 10 questions courtesy of Inside the Actors Studio. So, T. Shaw, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, so the first question is, what is your favorite word?
Oh my. You know what? Jackpot. Jackpot is my favorite word because it's used a lot in Devil May Cry, and I just love it. So.
Nice. What is your least favorite word?
Least favorite word. Moist, probably. I guess. I don't know. I guess I really don't have that much of a word that I don't like, but moist is just like, eh.
Yeah, you're not the first one to say that, just saying. Yeah. So, what makes you happy?
Ooh, a lot of things make me happy. I'll say. I'd say my friends. My friends for sure.
Aw. What makes you upset?
RNG bullshit.
What sound or noise do you love?
Ooh, sound or noise. Anytime Edelgard talks.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Probably like gum chewing, I'd probably say, or like gum popping. I don't like that very much.
Open mouth noises, basically. Just keep your mouth covered when you're eating, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, T-Shaw, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck!
That is the go-to word. That is the go-to word, yes. Everyone loves a good fucking. Just saying. So, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Oh, that I would like it to attempt. Other than the one that I'm going for right now, I don't know. Probably something in regards to teaching, I guess. So.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Probably something to do with like garbage or something like that.
The trash man, basically.
Yeah, or just like anything to do with like sewage or trash. Or
Yeah,
like
I
that,
agree.
so.
I agree. Last question is: if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Edelgard is waiting for you.
One more round of applause, please, for our very good friend T-Shaw. Buddy, this was so much fun. I was looking forward to this all week, but this was much better than I anticipated. So, thank you again for coming out, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Mo. This was a blast. Truly, thank you so much.
So yeah, so before we go, how about you give like your parting words while I look for someone to raid? Give us your parting words.
Oh, my parting words. Yeah, just yeah, thank you all again who came out to Motown tonight, and I've been reading chat while this was going on, and just all the kind words and all the puns and everything. Just like, I love you guys, seriously. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Thank you for everything that you do. Yeah, thank you for just being amazing people and such positive lights.
Yeah.
And just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Yeah, one more shout out for T-Shaw, please. One more shout out. And other than that, we're gonna go raid Backstory Ben. So
Let's go.
we will start that right now. What is going to be the raid message, T-Shaw?
Backstabbing Ben.
Backstabbing, gotcha. So remember, everybody, we have one more surprise left. We're gonna announce the next guest for Motown Downtown next week, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys next week for another surprise game. Thank you, T-Shaw. Love you to death. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Next
Bye, guys.
time on Motown Downtown.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like I need to fart out their fart, but you just can't. I mean, I can't fart on command. Mike, can you fart on command?
Here, I'll go ahead.
Don't shit yourself.
You actually farted.
Motown Downtown. Come on down to Motown Downtown. Come on down to Motown Downtown.
Yo, let's go.